this morning as I was reviewing a pull request. I thought that I would just run down this one in case it helped to better crystallize what the potential benefits are for using a diff viewer that has evolved past the global default. So this is a pretty small pull request, just 192 diff delta. 500 diff delta is usually the maximum that you want for a readable pull request. So this one is a good one, but it's actually a little better than good since we are saving 55% of the lines that GitHub would show, and that ends up being a lot of savings over the course of the year. So how does a diff viewer save 55% of the lines? I can show you how. And that is by recognizing operations like find and replace, which was prevalent throughout this pull request. You can see these purple operations / icons are indicating a copy paste action. If you hover on it, it'll tell the commit message in which the change happened, and it will actually show the specific before and after for this line. And so we're going to see as we go through the pull request that there's a bunch of different instances where this find and replace occurred, and those are very simple to just tune out as one is processing what the meaningful changes were in this diff. You can also see here that there's just a very succinct way to depict that a couple characters were deleted from one line and they were added to the next line. That's a combination of an update and an addition, which in GitHub I think would be 2 deleted lines and 2 added lines. Simple things, little things, but things that, especially when you're just looking at the single pane view, make a pull request really succinct and really fast to just scroll through. You can also notice that as I'm scrolling through this, each of these files automatically gets marked as reviewed, so I don't have to click on each one of the files the way that I would if I were on GitHub and I wanted to demarcate which files I've reviewed. And if any changes are made in response to the pull request review, then I would only see the part of each file that is different than when I reviewed it in this pass. As you scroll down, it automatically demarcates which files have been viewed, and so you can always unclick that if you want to be able to review the entire file again later, but usually it is pretty handy to only see what changed in the file since you last reviewed it and summarized your thoughts, left your comments. Speaking of leaving comments, let's see if there's any comments that I actually need to leave in this pull request. You can see it's like a pretty sparse pull request, lots of find and replaces, some new commenting that's getting left. Shouldn't bore you too long with reviewing a pull request. So it's hard to narrate and to process code review, but I can tell you that not much is happening in any of these files, and I'm glad I don't have to click that each one is reviewed. I see that he changed the name of the method that indicates that we are hiding project navigation. He standardized what had been 2 methods. This is actually pretty standard, boring pull request that I don't think there's any real need to comment on, so I can just say approve. Standard programming protocol. The editor is similar to GitHub's editor, except it's just a more WYSIWYG, so you can actually have an emoji selector, you can get all the formatting, you can write code. So yeah, that's the GitClear pull review experience in a nutshell.